zero. And want to come talk about coworkers. Let me bring on Shar. Can you can you hear us? Can you hear me, Shar? Oh yeah.
I can hear you.
Okay. All right. I can hear you. So hopefully everybody else hears us. So yeah, today wanted to talk about coworkers, but but then after that I wanted to kind of talk about modding procedures, like I mean, would it be better do that first or do that last?
It's up to you. I have about an hour, so whatever you want to start with.
Okay, I guess we can do. I guess we do coworkers first, and then we can get the mod. How you doing, Dominic B? Want to join the panel or watch? Your choice. But if you want to join, there's the link. This is an open panel, and we gonna talk about coworkers. I mean, we all have jobs, and sometimes your coworkers can get on your nerves. Sometimes they can be cool. And I know Shar has mentioned several. I mean, I'm sure she has plenty of stories, but because we were actually talking about it, it was like, yeah, like that sounds. I was like, thinking, yeah, that sounds like a good topic to to discuss. So
Yeah, so I've seen a lot because I know I've been working at least 25 years and at least three companies. So there's always stories. Somebody you're gonna remember and somebody you're gonna wish you can forget.
right, yeah. I mean, of course, I'm not gonna mention anybody from my current job now because I don't. If they happen to stumble upon it, I don't want be like, oh, talking talking about us. I mean, I ain't gonna get fired or anything like that, but gonna be
Yeah,
definitely a lot of hurt feelings.
you just that's how people should play things. They keep your name out of it. And even if you're speaking of a current situation, at least have some type of decorum and just about yourself. I mean, come on, you don't have to just
Yeah,
go on out there. A lot of
right.
people just go too far on social media.
Yeah, yeah. I don't really put all my business out there. I don't even understand how some people do, but I mean, I know at some places, you have to give the job your social media your passwords to your social media accounts.
Oh, well, that's a new one on me. I didn't know you had to give up your password. I just know that they can
Yeah,
search you because all that information is out there. You know,
yeah,
glad
yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
not
like
hiding because they would anybody can find me because I'm out there. I didn't know anything about how easy it is to find you. I keep it, Char Willie is technically my name, so I didn't care. I ain't
yeah.
got nothing to hide. And if you find something, um, send a donation. Shoot, if you think I need some help.
Right. Yeah, yeah. I mean, hey, I lost my thought. I had it. Lost train of thought.
Uh,
I'll catch the next
yeah,
one.
I'll try to bring it back. Speaking of anyone can find you on social media, I said I
Oh yeah,
use.
yeah.
There you
There we go. Yeah,
go.
clock
Okay,
train. Okay.
all
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Yeah. I remember I have like a cousin who's a police officer, who's a cop, and like one of the things he had to do when he got hired for the job, he had to let them see his social media accounts. He had to let them access his social media accounts. So I was like, oh wow, yeah. But I mean, I understand it, but yeah, it's like people like me, like who value their privacy. It might not be hiding anything. I just don't want nobody going around snooping in my stuff. That's kind of like kind of like somebody walking around your room, while you gone, and say, oh yeah, I need to look in your room.
Mhm.
It'd be all
And
right. I'm like,
I'm
nah,
even cool if you, some jobs I understand that. So I'm not even gonna
yeah,
say I don't. It depends on the type of job, but to actually give you my password, now you gone too far because you don't give anyone your password. So that
right.
must be a 10-figure job. You can have it then. I don't care.
So 10 figures, you should be working for yourself with that much.
Exactly. So that's the only way you're gonna get that password voluntarily.
Right. Exactly.
It's a mess. It is a mess out here, I tell you.
Yeah. I mean, you have any stories that you can tell? I mean, of course, you gotta omit some facts, you know,
Yeah, let me make
to
sure I'm
protect the
muted
client.
because I got some windows open. I wanted to share this on
Okay.
Facebook that we were live. Let's see. Okay. Well, I'll tell a story I've mentioned before somewhere that jealousy with coworkers are real. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous, and I don't like it. But there's nothing you can do about it. You can keep to yourself. That doesn't make a difference. People are still gonna someone, and that's one thing about life. Someone is gonna find something that they no. Well, one person. I'll put it that way, not someone. At least one person out of a crowd just gonna like you for no reason. They have their reason, but you've given them no reason. So that's life.
Right.
Once you understand that, you don't have to try to figure it out. So there was this coworker that, in my opinion, seemed to should have been happy with that person's life. She should have been happy with her life. But for whatever reason, she had an issue with me having time off because I save my time. I go to work every day. Um, Sometimes, like, um, you cannot feel well, but normally, if it's not a big thing like a flu or something, it's not all day. It could have been something you've eaten, and it could have did something to your stomach or whatever. So um, I don't take a lot of time off. If I want time off, I take it off. But normally, I can schedule everything. Some things you cannot. So this particular position and job, I had. Let me see. I think I was at. I think I had about three. Let's see, 3 weeks is 8. 15. I think I had 18 days per year, which was a combination of um, PTO time, which they use that as change the word vacation time to PTO time. And then I had some other time. I forgot what they called that. I think it was called Diversity Day at that company, I think. But I just technically had a total of 18 days that I can schedule at any time and use it as I please. So
Mm.
I like um, I like cruises. That's my thing. I love cruising. So I would plan a cruise a year in advance so that way I can save up for it. And also, I'll have the time because we earn our time every month. I think you get like they split it up in hours, so you didn't get it all at one time at the beginning of the year. They may have given you maybe 3 days, January 1st. And then as time went on, they'll give you a couple more days or hours or something like that. So I saved my time for my cruise. But this particular woman, she was off all the time. She always was off work. She
Hmm.
called off. She did whatever she was doing. I don't know, really don't care, but uh, I didn't keep up with her time. So you have that type of coworker to keep up with what you're doing. So, but it was noticeable that she wasn't there because by her being part of the team, the way the work is issued out, that makes a difference. If you have one person's not there, then it's like, okay, well, we have to spread this work out, or maybe you can help out a little bit on this side, and somebody else can cover the other side. So I went on and had my little desk, my cubicle, and I have a little setup where I had letters. I mean, not letters, numbers. And I started off with just post-it notes, and I would write the number of days I had left before my vacation. So at the beginning of the year, it'll start off with I think about 100 and something because I always taken vacation in April, so it always had 100 some days or whatever. So you go past my desk, you see every day I change the numbers. So I had maybe about a week left, and this lady she saw it and she said, "Oh, you're gonna have a good time. You're gonna have what she call it?" She said, "You're gonna have 2 weeks off." I said, "No, I'm gonna be off for 3 weeks." "Oh, you're gonna have 2 weeks, right?" I said, "No, it's gonna be 3 weeks." And her whole facial expression, her facial expression changed. And I'm like, "What?" Okay, I did on, mind my business, did my work, and it was 7 o'clock in the morning. So this will be TMI, but shoot, it's a story. You can, feel about it while you feel about it. I went to the washroom and I didn't have to just urinate, so I took a little longer than normal, than usual. So I come back to my desk and my supervisor told me, she said, when you go on break, make sure you sign out on your breaks because that woman told me that you went on your break and you didn't sign out. No, like what the? So I got upset because I have this thing about the lying, you know. And so I immediately told my supervisor, I said, "Well, I didn't go on break. I went to the washroom, and I didn't know I had a time limit. So next time when I go to the washroom and I have a bowel movement, what I'll do, I'll bring the tissue back so I can prove it to her." And my supervisor had a very uncomfortable laugh, and then she left that alone. But unfortunately, I was serious, so that's that.
Yeah.
So what was interesting is that day she decided to get rid of the sign-in book.
Oh,
So
really?
no, yeah, I forgot about that part. She eliminated the sign-in book from that day forward. It was stupid anyway, if you ask me, because for what? You're gonna get some people standing up at this book to write down they leaving at 10:15. About time you get up to the book and get the pen and everything, it could be 10:16. You think I'm gonna have less time so I can come back and stand there in that line to be back at 10:30? I don't think so. So I just skipped the book. So it is true I didn't use the book, but the thing was she lied on me. I didn't go on break.
Yeah. It is
Yeah,
true.
all over me having some time off. Now,
Yeah.
how much time did she have off? If I would have had to guess, I would say she probably had about 3 months in total per year. A couple of
Mm.
weeks here, a couple of weeks there, a couple of days here, a couple of days there, for whatever reason, whether she was sick, family member sick, whatever she was doing, I don't know. But in total, she didn't have a lot of time. She wasn't there all the time. It was like every other week she's taking a day off, something like that. And of
Oh,
course, I know that
you mean on
because
payday?
it wasn't even that. Didn't even matter.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, it didn't even matter. So because of that, that's why I know she was off. Because like I said, we were on the same team, and if a person off, it affects the amount of work. But other than that, I didn't keep up with that lady. Could care less what her time is. What that got to do with me? Absolutely nothing.
What is it good for? Absolutely nothing.
Say it again.
Ha! Whoa! Huh, yeah!
Vacation had nothing to do with me. Not a darn thing. I would get on going with that. But um, now, when I looked at the situation, I'm like, why was it so important for her to be upset that I have some time off that I actually earned now? This wasn't no extra time. This is something I worked for. Then I looked at her in general. Pretty lady, very pretty lady, nice smile, but she didn't smile that much because she was too busy frowning. I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
know why she's not happy. I can't help her. That's her business, whatever. So, but yeah, I didn't say much to her anyway, so I guess that didn't help. I really was silent on her. Yeah, we got some crazy folks out there, co-workers. Just
Oh
think
yeah.
about it. You have to work with these people. That's why, and I'm gonna derail this just a little bit. When it comes
Okay.
down to YouTube and the things that people say, you have to realize these people are your next door neighbors, these people that you work with, and you have every other or every couple of people that's a little cuckoo. You have those folks. You
True.
have them. So that's why, I'm not even really surprised about the behavior I see. I'm not because these are people I work with. All
Yeah.
right. All right. You share a story if you like.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I got one. I mean, I can't. Well, I could share one about current situation, but I'm not gonna do that because I still work there. I mean,
Hmm.
like I said before, just be hurt feelings, and
Yeah. Don't do that.
it's like I don't really, really don't care that much, but I just, as far as that, I don't want this being used against me. So,
All right.
so yeah, I'll do one. Where I worked at this one company, we were dealing with like just sorted, picking up and sorting car parts, and and I was brought there by like a temp company. It's supposed to be like long term, and supposed to be long term to hire.
Hmm.
And when I started out, there was like this young guy. He was cool. He was working with the same temp company. We worked together. We got the we get in there. We do a job. We get it done. And I mean, if there's nothing coming in, I mean, then we just chill till something comes in. And at that, you know, go home. I was cool. Okay, coworker I could actually, deal with. Not on no, not on no any kind of BS. He cool, get the job done. Hey, I'm cool with that. You want to work? I don't work. Hey, it's all smooth sailing from there.
Hmm.
And and then I guess like maybe like 2 or 3 months into it, it was like this one guy. I guess like I had heard about this guy like, and like from what I heard about it, like a lot of people did not really like him. Like it was like say his name, it was like, oh, I don't know that guy. I mean, you get a couple of people that like, take you think he's funny or something like that because they ain't really working with him. So I mean,
Hmm.
I guess it would be kind of funny if you're not actually working with this person. But pretty much me and Roseanne, like the dude was annoying, which when he came back, he was actually pretty annoying because he act like he read everything, and he was really really slow on the work, and that was like when I kind of when I seen how he worked. That's like when I seen like, oh, this is why you need the temp service because you're too slow to do. You can't do your job fast enough. So they had to hire outside help to pick up the slack. And
Wow.
it's like think about the dude was he. I mean, to be truly honest, he shouldn't even really even came back to work because he had like an agent to his head, which is which you know won't don't even rely on the work as like he want to, but I mean he just takes his time and then he'll go off and I mean he can do what he want to, then he'll sit he'll do some things and take his time and then he'll go and chill out somewhere, then he'll go smoke or something like that and he'll come back, and if I wasn't here, you know, he'll be piled with stuff and still be trying to get it done. And
Mm.
and for a while, I did the job, whatever, and I did what I do. I put up with dude. It was pretty much like with him. I just found him like as a as a an annoyance, like kind of like kind of like a mosquito biting you or something like that. You know, an annoyance.
Mm.
He ain't. I mean, he ain't really. Really. Bothering me so much that he like said problem, but he's just really, really annoying. He's just an irritant, so to
Mm.
speak. And pretty much, like, I think I might have did six. They might have worked there 6 months until they decided that out the blue that they wanted to let me go. They tell me why. Just let me go. And I think I know what happened. I think it was because like it's kind of got fed up with dude and really checked him, and I guess he didn't like that. So I mean, I guess that's what I found out. Like probably dude would tell me, like, yeah, we'll keep him around, blah blah blah. But after I checked him, they like, oh, they gotta get rid of him. Cause I guess he thought he could control me or whatever. So I was like, okay, cool. I mean, I was a little, I was little caught off guard, a little upset, that they waited an hour after I got home because I guess they wanted to make sure I would be home and not, be there, to go off on whatever.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, I don't really. I mean, if you do that, it's like, okay, let's say you do that, and I did go off. Okay, I can't get you today, but I mean, it's always tomorrow if I really wanted to go that route. And then it'd be like, oh wow, this crazy guy just came here and did this. Like if I actually wanted to do that, I mean, there was nothing there would have been nothing stopping me from coming back. And it ain't like they got like security.
Mm.
So I could easily walk up in there and just start going off people or if I wanted, do like one of the things like where somebody, had enough and they, you know, get the co-workers or whatever.
Yeah, that
All right.
does happen a lot, but they have more security now. They're really on that
Yeah,
because so many people
yeah,
are a
yeah,
little
yeah,
cuckoo, so they try to take them off the premises. They don't let you get they just get you out the building.
yeah. But I mean, like I said, this place that had no security stuff. Was, going off like that, so it wouldn't be hard to, to go in there and do it. But I'm not the type of person. I just like, okay, well, I mean, I hadn't actually grown to hate the job anyway, even though it was really easy and I was really good at it. Just just really hated it. So I was like, well, I mean, that kind of, I mean, I just got to get pushed like to just started, looking for another job, which I did, and I mean, of course. I eventually that one, but I guess I'll tell that one after you tell another one of your stories.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Had a coworker. I was on the same team to do the work, and they end up. They didn't come to work a lot. They came to work
Mm,
anywhere from 3 to 4 days per week. If they ever came to work 5 days straight, it was a full moon, and you don't have that many. So that's just to tell you how often that she came to work.
okay.
Um, and she used to give you a lot of lies, different stories and stuff. And I didn't understand how she got away with that. I was the person that came to work, um, did the best I could, because they have all these production rates and stuff, and they only created that because in most jobs that are kind of customer based um, are black people and Spanish people normally, and white people are not built for that, and that is from my observation. As far as me getting you some statistics, um, I don't know where to find that, but I'm sure it may be out there, and if it's not, I'm going by my experience, and that's that. And they're just not built for, they're not built for customer service. That's just the bottom line. So then we came into those jobs. So we were taking those jobs and doing them. And they saw that we were able to, you know, do the work a little bit easier than the others. And so they started doing things with production. Production. They started adding that to the thing. They're like, okay, I got something for them. I'm gonna give them production. So if you reach that, they would increase it, and then they start increasing it every year. And I thought that was crazy, but that's their company; they can do that. But I didn't worry about trying to reach it because if some of it was just impossible to reach what they were asking for. So this particular young lady that barely came to work, she was able to reach it. And the way she was able to reach it is because she took all the easier work and didn't do the work that took a little bit more time to complete. And I used to wonder, like, for someone that doesn't come to work, how are they allowing this woman to just keep working here year after year? I just scratched my head to that. And I remember she would come by my desk and like to borrow something. And because I look at work like home, your second home, because you're there so many hours. So I had everything that I possibly needed at work that I had at home. And what I mean by that is just the things that you may need. You may, need to mail a letter, so you have a stamp or have some stamps. You have lunch, whether you bring your lunch or eat out. You have utensils. You wrap your stuff up, maybe office party, you want to wrap your things up. So I may have some foil or little baggies or whatever. So people saw that I was had what I needed. So they would just ease on over and ask me. So what I started doing, I started telling people I'm gonna charge them. And they joke or whatever and laugh about it. I said, well, I'm giving you the first one, I'll let that slide, but the next one, you got to have your own. So if certain people came to my desk that didn't talk to me normally, I just stop them in their tracks as soon as they come. How you doing, Shar? I said, what do you want? You haven't been coming to my desk. I've been sitting here for about a year. You never came to my desk for anything. So do you have something to give me, or are you trying to get something from me? And it made them uncomfortable, and they giggled and all of that. Said, it's not like some people say it's not like that. I say, it is like that, but it's okay. What is it that you want? They're like, well, you got a spoon, you got a knife, you got some foil, you got a stamp, and blah blah blah. You got some scissors, got a dictionary or whatever it was. So I told the person, okay, well, I'm charging next time. I said $10. So when they came back, I'm like, I told you it's $10. And of course, they didn't want to pay me. They say next time. It depends on what it was. I'll give it to the person, and if not, I didn't give it to them. And that just taught them, I guess, to get it from somewhere else or bring your own. So the young lady, she used to come to my desk and have conversations. She'd come over there. Sometimes she would go to lunch, and she'd ask me if she want to bring if I want something back when she goes. And most of the times I'm saying no. She knows that some stuff she was to introduce to me that I wasn't familiar with. And I'm like, okay, I'll try it. And but she spent her time either hanging out at my desk talking to me and or not at work. And I just didn't understand how this person is able to get away with this. Now, unfortunately, when she's standing at my desk talking to me, I'm not able to concentrate and do my work. So that became an issue. So I would have to find some kind of way to get rid of it. So either I'm like, okay, I'm about to go to the washroom. You want to talk? Hey, I'm going to the washroom now, so you can go ahead and say what you got to say. Want to go to the washroom room. So she did that a couple of times. Then she'd leave me alone, and because that was before the cell phone became as popular, I guess. It was popular, but people were watching the minutes. So yeah, I'm talking about at that time, watching your minutes. You didn't have unlimited and all of that. So, but once that became popular, you can forget it. Everybody was glued at the desk and on their phones until, of course, the office got tired of that and would tell people to, hey, you need to go ahead and no cell phone policy. Y'all got to stop it. It's too much. But that's what ended up happening. And nice, cool girl and everything, but she didn't come to work and she, hung out around me a lot, which kind of slowed me down for my work. And I didn't get the a chance to get the easier work that was, faster to process. But she had already taken the easy work, so of course she had free time. So she was able to get the numbers and I wasn't. I struggled to get those numbers, but still I did the best I could. And I go home and I sleep well at night. I don't really deal with someone telling me you're not up to par. As long as I know I did my best, that's all I'm concerned with. The rest, you're on your own. And besides, even if you were to do everything your employer wants you to do, if you reach everything, it still would be a problem. They will still say, you need to try this, or you need to expand in this area. You can move and, do this. And they'll find something so you wouldn't get the perfect score or the highest raise. So I know the game. So I'm like, you're going to get the best that you're going to get, which you would have gave me what you was going to give me anyway. So I'm good. I'm going home and go to sleep. I ain't losing no sleep over it. No few points.
Right.
Yeah, so that's a nice story. That was a little nicer story.
All
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Understandable. I mean, yeah, like I said, I definitely know people like that. But yeah, yeah, like I'm gonna go ahead and get into this story, and then I guess we'll get into the other subject.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess we have more, you know, workplace war stories or whatever.
Yeah, I like that one.
Oh man, that should be serious. Workplace war stories.
Hmm. That's what
Uh,
they are.
so yeah, yeah. So yeah, like I was telling you about the other job. Like after I had, you know, have it let go, and then the temp company didn't even bother even to ask me what happened. But at that point, I was kind of tired of temp company because like I knew something was off because like like what I've noticed like temp companies like when they about to let you go, like your money starts start getting less money than you normally would have been getting for the job.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I started to notice that like when they about to be done, when you're about to be done with the job, the money starts decreasing. So 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 yeah, so pretty much it was it's like when I noticed that I was like, okay, well, I mean, I'm doing this one, but it's just like I mean, it just felt like I was just kind of like stuck there, and it was like a job that wasn't really paid a whole lot, but it was like I think it was like I said, like it was a job paying $10 an hour, but like if I had went it through the regular way, I'd have been getting paid 9.75 an hour. I'm like, man, yeah, you can't make no money off of 9.75 an hour. I mean, barely doing no 10.
Hmm.
So I was like, okay, that is okay. But but I mean, but the I guess the good part about it, they do it it's weekly paychecks. I mean, but at the same time, it's still not a lot of money, So
Hmm.
cause like I mean, I might talk about another time that when I used to work construction. I mean, that was probably like the most money I had actually made. And I mean, I mean, they wouldn't give out plenty of overtime, but it's like one of those things they give you overtime, but you ain't go on it.
Hmm.
So so yeah, that was pretty much with that. But as far as me, going out and getting another job because I was determined to get another job this time, but without the help of without the help of the temp agency. So I mean, and I didn't know. I mean, I had seen this before, so I was like, okay, well, let me look through Craigslist and see what they had because I heard Craigslist had jobs in there. So I'm like, okay, let me check. And I was looking for stuff that I may well do like cooking. So I was like, okay, well, I'll go ahead and look for these jobs. I was looking. I was like out there applying. You know, get the suit, make sure I'm smelling good. And
Hmm.
everything. Looking. I'm trying to look at as professional as possible. So I made sure I'm shaved and all that. So pretty much after that, like I was like going to jobs. Of course I didn't. Of course I was going out there and getting the ones that was that I thought like, yeah, these are probably jobs I would be good at working at. So I went and applied for them, and I noticed and like out of all the jobs I applied, they was like, and I applied for like I only went to a few of them, but out of a few of them, there were like two that wanted me to come back. It was like one restaurant downtown, and then another one was a restaurant out east of my city in Nashville. It was out east Nashville. So when I went to go and go and do the interview because like for one of them I was actually one of them I like I had already interviewed when I had applied there, and they told me to come back for a second interview. But before that one, I think that was like at 2. But the one before that was I think it was like at 9 or 10. So I went to that one. You know, got interviewed and all that, and then and I mean, cause I applied to be a cook, and they were telling me, okay, come on in. Tell me, okay, well, you can come in. When can you start? And all that. And I thought like as soon as I can. So I guess like when I started, I think I started yeah, I think I started the next week because I think I had cause I applied on I had an interview on a Thursday. So like tell me, yeah, come on in. He tell me come on in Friday. Get the paperwork and finish. Getting you in the system. Getting you in the system and all that. So I went and did that. Before that, I after I left that job, like after they told me to come back in Friday, I went to the to the other place later on. I just like went. I mean,
And what year was this?
uh, let me see. I think it might have been no, I can't believe. No, it's a couple years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's probably like when I first was first really meeting you.
Hmm.
So yeah. So we were down. I went downtown later on. Went there at the time, and when I went there, I was already like, well, I'm like already like I got a job at the other place, but I want to see what the other place was talking about. Keeping my options open. So when I went there, they interviewed me. It was like when it was like certain stuff they were saying, I was like, yeah, they not about time. But I wasn't, I wasn't really messed up with it because I was like, I already got hired, so had another job. So I mean, if you were to, always something better, then cool. But you know, you ain't look like you want to hire me anyway. So I found someone out where I can be hired. So
Hmm.
yeah, so I guess like after that, like after I got went down that Friday down to the place, to get put in the system, it's like I probably could have worked that Friday, but the manager said, he said, no, go ahead and enjoy the weekend, come back in Monday morning, get started. So I mean, I'm just like, celebrating, like, yeah, I got this job. I was excited, and cause cause I asked him like, yeah, it's like you think I get out early on Friday, cause like at the time I was taking STEM classes on Friday. They were classes on Friday, so you were saying, yeah, you try to work something out, and I guess like when I first started, yeah, it was working out like that. I was able to go to those classes and even earn, even though even though I had to work the weekends, which restaurants you mostly have to do that. But
Hmm.
as far as far as that, it's like, okay, well I managed to get out and get to take the classes and then get to head home. It's okay, that's cool. And then I guess like after maybe like a month or so, they like change their mind. Like, nah, nah, you working the whole night. You working the rest of, you work the close. So I was like, oh, okay, well, it's like it's gonna be one of them spots. And I was like, okay, well, it's okay. Well, losing that, like, okay, well, I can still go and if I wanted to go out and dance a Saturday, first Saturday sets, I can still go to them because I'm working at 12 to 9. So I'm like, okay, I got a good, I got a good. And I remember like when I was ready to go, because I was like, man, I was like, yeah, it was like, it was like, it was like getting close to 9. And then I think, now, matter of fact, I think I worked, no, I think I had me working at 10 at that time. Yeah, it was like 12 to 10. And I remember like I was about to, it was getting close to me leaving, you know. me to, just to go. And, and like the manager asked me, was like, hey, he said, you think you can stay to close and all that? And I was like, I said I would, but, if I do that, I won't make it to the event all the time because it will end at 12. So I'm like, I'm trying to hurry, trying to, hurry up, get home, get home and dress up, get dressed up so I can go out to the event. And he was like, so, okay. So I mean, after I, went to the event, so after that, like, the schedule next week, they say, I know he put me like 12 to close, which is like 12 to 12. So I'm like, oh, okay. So, cause I did not want to
Mhm.
do it that time, you're gonna make me do it. I was like, okay, that's what we're doing now. It's okay.
Wow.
So yeah, and I mean, it was like, okay, well, I said, all right, well, that's what it is. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, okay, I'm still gonna be working, even though the servers working, servers and the bus boys and complete, jerks, whatever.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. So I was like, okay, cause oh yeah, and I remember one time, I think it was like one of the, I think, a matter of fact, I think it was like the first time I worked Friday, like all the way through to close, and I remember I was doing that, and one of the I got so fed up with the service and all that, I was just like, I think I told him that, I forgot what I told him, but I know I told him all, and I was like, I was like so fed up, it was like, and I guess like, dealing with young young people, you know
Uh-huh.
I guess they got their little feelings hurt because I guess they got their little feelings hurt I guess when I got upset with them,
Mm.
and they told the managers, I didn't know we had like, three different managers until they all came to me next day, wanting to talk to me. Like, yeah, it's like I'm like, oh well, it's like, wow, you say, hey, I've been hearing from all the other coworkers that even some coworkers that that you were yelling at them, that you raised their voice at them.
Mm.
I was like, I told them, well, maybe they need to stop being little a-holes. Well, he said, you can't call
Mm.
people that. I said,
What
well, you
the
can't call
world?
people. Yeah, they were telling
You
me
a
I can't
bad
call it.
coworker. You a bad coworker. You talking about
Hey,
yourself. But go ahead.
no, I wasn't talking about them.
Man, I know. I'm saying you the bad coworker on this one, but go ahead.
I wasn't a bad coworker.
Bad
I was,
zero.
I was,
Yelling at folks, but go ahead. I'm
I was
listening.
telling the truth. The truth
Mm,
may be bad, so be it.
mm.
But
Damn.
but yeah. When I told them, like, they was like, you can't call people that. They're not a-holes. I was like, okay.
Mm, mm.
And then I was told her what happened. And it was like, well, if you got a problem, you tell us, we'll handle it. So I'm like, okay, well, so I was like, okay, well, we'll handle it. Okay, it's okay, we have it's okay. I'm gonna see if they actually gonna do it. I ain't really believe they was gonna do anything. I said something like, I think it did get handled, but it was just like, I was like, okay, well, I mean, it's like it did get handled, but it didn't last long. So I was like, okay. So I was like, okay. And then they do their thing, like, we're all family here.
Mm,
I'm
mm.
like, I'm like, really? How much of family are we? And I mean, of course, like when I was working there was like a lot of Mexicans or Hispanics or Latinos, if you want to be politically correct about it. But
Uh-huh.
But as far as that, there were, there were like a lot of them working there. Like I think most of them working in they had like a prep kitchen, like a whole different kitchen than others. They had like a whole prep kitchen, and most of them were actually working in the, most of them working in the prep kitchen. There were like a few of them working in the red kitchen too. I think two of them were. I think a few of them, I think like maybe two of them were dishwashers, and then like there were like a few of them that were, maybe like three or four of them that were, it might be more. Yeah, it was like a few of them. It was like a few of them that were either cooks, dishwashers, or servers. So
Okay.
I mean, of course, I'll be working there, and then it'd be like usually, if I work with this Hispanic lady, she barely understands English. Like I'm trying to tell her something, and she don't understand, so we not getting along because we can't understand each other. So I was like, well, I'm gonna use Google Translate. Downloading this app, I'm Google Translating everything I'm saying. We And then she got laugh when I started doing it. I'm like, yeah, I need to understand you.
Yeah.
And yeah, like when I was yeah, like when I was trying to tell her something, I'm like, all right, let me go and type it down.
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty much how I had to communicate. But but as far as that, like of course I had like this one Caucasian lady who would, basically, complain about everything. But she worked so slow, and pretty much with all that, like you working so slow, and then you want to complain about everything, and then that you're going to be working to a close, and then you want to complain about, oh, I ain't got no ride back and all that. I was like, well, you should have thought about that. And she had a sister that worked there, like, but she's a server, and she leaves before she does, so she's already gone. And I guess if she decides she want to come back, that's one thing. But be like, well, but she want to leave with the system. I'm like, well, it was like pretty much like, yeah, she would complain like she so slow. I think I was starting to become one of the fast one there. But of course, like my other job, realized like if I went back to that one, yeah, I would be the fastest one there. But I would never go back there. But it's But yeah, it was like as far as that, I remember like when she was really complaining about it, and I think they gotten another gotten another manager, and he was asking me, yeah, you want to switch out because like when she was doing it, I was ready to go. I was gonna go to a movie, and I forgot what I was gonna go see, but I was gonna go to a movie and they just chill out, because like with the job, this job I would usually work maybe 3 or 4 days a week, so I'm usually like, it got to the point like where I would work like work almost most almost all the whole day, like because I get in there like 12 to like 12 a day, unless it was like the weekend, it'd be like 12 to 11. But it's pretty much as far as that, like, yeah, I would be working the close. I think until like Sunday, I would get off like 12 to 9, but it was like pretty much, it's like on other days I was just pretty much off. So it was like, man, it's like I'm off all this time, but it's like I'm making money, and you know, but I'm making money, but I'm off all this time. So it's like, it's cool, but it's just like when you're used to working so many days, it's cool for a minute. You're like, yeah, I get to get off certain days, chill out and whatever. But at a certain point, it's like, man, I want to go back to work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Give me some more hours, like. And I mean, and they were like where I worked there. I was working, like I think I mentioned it, like working dishwasher. So I was actually, I was actually supposed to be there as a cook, but I guess they were time went fast enough or whatever. So they weren't really trying to teach me. But since I guess I was doing better over there. It was just like it was like okay, we'll keep them over there. And on top, and matter of fact, as even though I was probably like one of the fastest one over there, I was most of the time I was actually mainly doing most of the work. Most of the coworkers I had like would just be just like I'm like thinking like why y'all here? I mean it's like they barely do anything. It's like okay, you're just here, and it was just like I mean just like irritated me. It was just like it got to the point like where all that just irritated me. But the last straw was like when that new manager changed my Sunday from like 12 to 9 to like 12 to close. I'm like, all right, yeah, that all right, it's sad right here. I got to get up out of here. Got to find something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as far as that, that was I did find something else, and I did quit. I quit, but I did not tell them I was quitting. They were calling. I did not answer.
Mm.
As a matter of fact, I think I was at a Walmart. And I seen him calling. He's like, looked at it, put my phone back in my pocket.
Well, that's better than yelling at folks, so that's fine.
Uh, I didn't need a yellow. Yeah, I didn't need a yellow because I didn't really need to talk to him anymore. It's just like, hey, you figure it out. But,
Mhm.
but yeah, let's get to the next one. Even though I know it's like we usually do like an hour or whatever, but I'm just gonna maybe spend a little bit. I might yeah, I'm probably gonna break this up so we'll have like two different ones so people ain't gotta if they don't want to watch the whole thing got separate parts.
Okay.
Uh, but yeah, I mean I've been seeing on YouTube people been having people people YouTube you see people with the blue riches and they're modded and all that. But it don't seem like people know that there's a modding protocol. And I mean learn everything modding from you. So
Mhm.
what are some of the modding protocols that you recommend to people?
What I recommend, and of course, all this is my opinion, is as far as moderators, you don't need a lot of them. That's my opinion. Number
Okay.
two, those that you do moderate because they're going to do the work of the channel, not just sit there and enjoy the content along with everyone else and not read the comments and take out the trolls or comments that are offensive and will distract from the content that the content creator is doing. Um, that is what I think about moderation. Of course, there's, we're seeing the opposite of that. The whole chat room is modded up. And even if you were to do that, okay, fine. But make sure that the people that are have the wrench is going to do the work, not just take advantage of the having one, because that does happen. The whole point of moderating is just that it's a job. It's not just something. Hey, I got some jewelry. Check me out, y'all. It's actually to help ease the tension and the pressure, or take the pressure off rather, of the content creator, so they can go ahead and give their content. because, like for me, and it's not for all, but for me, I'm not good at doing several things at one time. If I focus on the chat room, I'm going to lose my train of thought. So it's good to have a moderator that's going to read everything. So once I do glance back at the chat room and see if there's a question or something I want to touch on, if there was some, trolls or whatever was going on, the person with the wrench took care of it. And that really helps because people distract in the chat room. And it's also, in my opinion, it's a privilege to be able to type in the chat room. Just because you have an account doesn't mean you're actually able to do so in everyone's chat room. So that's just a little snippet of my take. And I got a few more minutes and then I have to go. But go ahead
Uh,
if you have any questions for me.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I know that like, when somebody, say a troll comes in, they start trolling and somebody, blocks them. And, is it okay for somebody to say something to the mod that actually did it,
Um, that's
or
out. That's called outing a mod
yeah.
when you do that, and I recommend not doing so because it's not necessary. You can always you can talk in code as far as it's something that the person misunderstood because it happens, and I've done so myself. I might have misunderstood, or that person that blocked them or whatever, they might have misunderstood, and I will turn around and unblock that person, and then I'll tell that person something later if I need to, and if not, let's say the same person do it again and say that person was trolling, and then I will respond, no, that person wasn't, or something real short, and we'll end it there. So that way it isn't. Hey Tom, why you time out Timmy? Why you block Timmy? You shouldn't have blocked Timmy. You just don't out in mind.
So you would say that if you were to address a mod for something that may not have been that might have been a mistake or maybe it was intentional, you would handle that in the background, right?
I would handle it in the background, correct?
Okay.
Or
So,
yeah, I would do that, and or even handle it with the content creator because they're the one who gave me the wrench and
mhm.
say, um, this person was blocked because that's another thing I take note of who's blocked um, because that can help the content creator know. Oh, wait a minute, no, that person is from whatever country and that's just how they speak. They didn't mean it in that fashion or whatever whatever it is. The content creator, in my opinion, should know who's blocked.
That is true.
Yeah, especially if it was a real account. Not talking about a troll account with no subs and no name, no picture, nothing like that.
Right.
I don't give them the benefit of the doubt.
But you would say like a mod should be fair and impartial, like, kind of like if you were like law enforcement or something like that.
Should be. I agree. It should be.
Okay. I should have had more questions about that, but well, I guess if you got any more to add, and we'll listen, more to let you speak. Otherwise, I guess we'll give last words.
Well, last word is um, what I'm doing, for the channel that I'm monitoring or over, which is the Neil sector for women, and as well as the Just Like Shar channel. Um, the limit I'm going to have on mine is going to be like one every 25 people. I do not plan to have a lot of blue wrenches because I want the people who actually have them to use them.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that they actually do that because I need that. That's for me. It has nothing
Yeah.
to do with I'm cool with you or anything. It's just that I need that. Now, if you need to post something, um, because there are content creators that may need to post something, but when the channel grows to that place, then I'll deal with that at the time. But I don't plan on having a lot of blue wrenches. I even thought about not having any. I saw a young lady that she had no mods, and I just thought it was the coolest thing. She let everything ride, and they would call her, say, "You look like a tranny" or whatever. And some comments that she saw that were mean, she would respond to and keep on going her content. But she was able to do that, and
Hmm.
I thought it was amazing. She'd be, talking about, "Well, you do this, you do that." Oh, well, your mom has a big nose too. And as I was saying, such and such, such and such. So it all depends on the content creator. And like I
Okay.
said, for me, final words, I'm not going to have a lot. And I enjoyed the discussion with the co-workers. I'll be doing more of that on a Friday on the Neil sector for women. Not sure what Friday,
Yeah.
but I'm about to think of some things, some juicy stories, and I'll tell some more over there.
Yeah. Yeah. I definitely when I mod, I want to have people that come around, a lot and, will mod, impartially, and if somebody is black, let me know. And but usually I go by the policy, one shot, one kill. Now, if it was a mistake, then you know, person can let me know. You never know, maybe it was a mistake. I go look at it, but if not, then I'll let it ride. But usually moms don't have a moms that are that are going to use their ability for good and and not just abuse the power. Because if I see moms abuse their power, I'm just gonna take the wrench away from 'em. And I don't care if we're friends or or whatever. If you're abusing your power, I'm just gonna take it away. And someone can be mad at me if you want to. That's that's on them. And and yeah, Donna just brought up a good point. I'm gonna put up on here. Said tip: choose your moderators carefully. That is facts. Moderators can make or break your channel. I've seen some mods that are secretly hating the host and hurt their channel. Yes, that's true. Yeah, I see mods do that, but I've seen mods just straight up, block people for no reason, just simply because they disagree with them or the host or whatever. But which that shouldn't be no reason. But if the host, if that's how the content creator wants to run their channel, then that's how they want to run their channel. You know, kind of like how Sharp put it. But as but as far as that, I appreciate everybody for coming through. Yes, of course, Shark came first, but shout out to Dominic B. Shout out to Donna just being real. You know, she be giving out some advice too. I don't know if she's still. I don't know if she streamed anything or made any new videos. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put that on there. Yes, yeah, that is true. Why would you? If five is enough for you, five is enough for you. I don't really have a lot of mods on my channel either, but to finish giving shout outs, shout out to Orion, shout out to Crew Reality, shout out to Silks BB Scratching, and shout out to Roy Simpson and 89 TV. I think that's pretty much it. So Yes, I appreciate you for coming and joining this discussion, Shar. And yeah, make sure that you catch the women's Neo Sector for Women channel on Fridays at 9:30 and Saturdays at 7. I don't know if you want to put the link in there. I mean, if you had a link to the channel, can you put that in there? Cause like I don't really have the link in my link on hand right now. If we can, sure. If not, I'll put it. If not, I will. I'll put it in there later. But yeah, make sure you go and check out the Neo Sector for Women or Neo Sector Women channel. You just if you want to find it, you can just type in Neo. Okay, I should put it. Okay, yeah. So make sure you go and subscribe to that, and when we want to get in the conversation, Shar has it every like I said, every Friday at 9:30 and every Saturday at 7. Women are free to come up on the panels. It's a judgment free zone. Ain't no drama. Just women chatting about just women chatting it up. Just talking about a subject that matter to them. So, I mean, Shar comes up with topics. Y'all get to add in. So the more people get in there, the more more the conversation can move. So hope to see some of you ladies there. And this is Zero. I will see you guys later. Hold this balance vibration, people, and I'll see you guys later. Thank y'all for coming through.